Are you ready for All Access Sports Medicine, the team that treats at the highest level with cutting-edge medical care?
Hey, you know what? There's nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. Well, welcome back to All Access Sports Medicine. This is the second episode. I can't believe it.
I know.
I can't believe we're one episode in the books. Second episode on its way. I'm going to set the stage a little bit because I'm going to set the stage a little bit.
Okay.
Today is all about neck pain, neck injuries. We've got some specialists here.
It's really about March Madness starting, but go ahead.
I haven't really been watching very much sports, but I've been busy. I had my birthday and all that stuff, but we're not going to get into that. 21, I can't believe it.
Jeez, you look good.
I know, I try.
You finally get your license back.
As always, I have Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine Center to my left. I'm thinking that I might be on his left next time. He's kind of always wanting to know where he's going to sit, but we're going to keep him that spot. Across the desk for me, I have Steve Olson, certified athletic trainer as well, Michigan Sports and Spine Center. So happy to have you on here, having the conversation. Our thought leader of the day is going to be Dr. Ann Abrahamson, physical medicine and rehabilitation specialist. I don't want to get into the acronyms with her because she's got some acronyms, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Training and stuff.
Yeah, a little more. Moving into that, we're gonna, I have an injury report. I've got two.
Ann's coming on early. She's going to the Red Wing game tonight. So
Really, who are they playing?
the Red Wings are playing.
Who are they playing? Do you even know?
I have no idea.
No.
That is sad. Does anybody here know who the Red Wings are playing tonight?
Anybody? Who? Minnesota. Ooh, the Wild.
That's your team, Steve.
Ooh.
No, they're not my team. They were never there when I lived in Minnesota.
All right.
No, you have to say Minnesota. You can't.
He's North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Oofta.
All right. And then we're going to end the day with the Hero of the Month. We have two representatives from the Detroit Wheelchair Pistons. And I'm excited. I'm excited to bring them in for the Hero of the Month. We're also going to be showcasing Athletes Unlimited, which is our foundation of the month. I'm excited about it. So stay with us. We're going to be here from 5 to 6 today. And don't leave. So always an interactive show. You can ask questions live here on Facebook and YouTube, right? Both and additionally.
Okay.
After you watch the show, you then can also listen to the show again on our podcast. So don't forget, stay with us. When we come back, we're going to have Dr. Ann Abrahamson.
Perfect. I just lined that up. Steve and I didn't. Did you say anything? Barely.
Well,
It was an intro for everybody. All right.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
All right then.
All right.
Well,
I'll do it after we come back.
Yeah, a quick little break here from Michigan Sports and Spine Center.
Welcome to Michigan Sports and Spine Center, Michigan's top physical medicine, rehabilitation, and regenerative medicine specialists. We are a team dedicated to providing you with the very best in patient-centered care, including personalized, cutting-edge treatments for all musculoskeletal injuries. Visit one of our convenient Metro Detroit locations to get started with a comprehensive exam, pain management, biologics treatments, EMG testing, and more.
Let's take you backstage with our thought leaders of today on All Access Sports Medicine. Thank you to our friends at Michigan Sports and Spine.
Welcome back to All Access Sports Medicine.
Look how good
this
we are.
Is the thought leader of the day, I guess. Thought leader of the day, Dr. Ann Abrahamson. So happy to have you on board today.
Hey, how are you?
How you been?
Thank you.
Good. You're in a different setting than the last time we spoke to you. But
Just
you
a different wall.
Oh,
yeah.
You move
She put the
locations.
diplomas behind her this
Yeah,
time.
that's right. But Dr. Abrahamson from Great Lakes Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, medical director of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at Hereford and Wyandotte. It says you're here a lifelong resident of Michigan, and I just have to ask, are you happy about that, or do you want to try and maybe figure out a different place to go with this weather we're having?
This is the wrong time of year to ask me if I'm happy to live here, right? I mean,
That's
I'm happy
right.
the 3 months of summer we get, and that's about it.
Well, I mean, we get spring and summer, but the winter just stays for too long. But
It's just lingering.
lingering.
Lingering is a good word.
So, but we're here today not talking about the weather. We're here to talk about your involvement not only with Doc here, but also kind of giving us some insight and some thought leadership on how individuals can prevent injuries. They can make themselves better within the physical realm.
Let's set her up a little bit better, okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Take away. I mean, I'm the host. I'm trying.
Dr. Abrahamson is the queen of downriver. She's the queen of PM&R
Whoa,
downriver.
you want that title?
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
She may correct me. She's the king and the queen.
Nah. There you go.
But I mean, Ann and I go way back. Even from residency days, I knew her. Watched her grow and develop her own style, which has been amazing. And really, what's exciting about Ann is it's always treatment first, patient first, care no matter if it's in the hospital, outside the hospital, or she's now one of the top people in the country on peptide treatment. So kind of cutting edge, kind of like what we talk about.
You can't just use the word peptide treatments and not allow the listener and the viewers to understand what that is. Because when I hear that, I'm thinking peptides. Isn't that something you drink, like amino acids or something?
Peptides.
No,
so where do you want to start?
Peptides are fabulous substances. They're considered the new frontier of medicine. They are short-chain amino acids that mimic substances that our body makes anyways, and then with time, our body just doesn't make as much of them, and they are not as efficient with their use as they used to be in our youth. So by replacing them, we can optimize our cellular efficiency and meet our goals. And the goals can be anything from losing fat to building muscle to repair, recovery, immune modulation, anti-aging. I mean, you name it, and there's a peptide for that. And they're very safe. It's an exciting field.
So kind of just to simplify, let's back up a second. I mean,
remember, we're talking with layman's.
Yeah.
I mean, me in general. You say things like
you're blowing Adam's mind right now. So basically, what we want to do is we talk about something like in the category of biologics, something that's outside the box. Like we're throwing around terms like regeneration, keeping the wellness, the fountain of youth, those kind of things. Basically, with peptides, I think the best example is like with testosterone. I mean, a lot of people understand testosterone supplements, but as you elegantly describe, it's only one piece of the element that you need in what the matrix of healing or restoring cellular life. So if you can go from that aspect, like why people are using testosterone, hormone replacement, and then how peptides kind of roll into that, let's just kind of maybe make it a simpler example.
Doc uses the word, let's tease that out a little bit there.
Okay, so for clarity, testosterone in and of itself is not a peptide. It's not a peptide.
Right.
I can
you learn something new every day.
No, I know that.
Oh.
It's a support, but I'm trying to relate to what the listeners may realize. She works with high-end people that already knows all the peptide stuff.
Hey, let's let her speak here.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, I apologize.
So I can give you peptides that will help your body be more efficient with its own testosterone production. That is one thing I can do. The most common peptide, when people say peptides, what is that? Is it dangerous? I don't know if I want to take something like that. The very first peptide commercially available is insulin. Everybody knows about insulin. So it's something that's been around for decades. So that is actually a peptide that we use, of course, to treat diabetes.
Yep.
I'm talking about peptides such as growth hormone secretagogue, something that will help our body produce more growth hormone. Everybody wants growth hormone. You don't want to take growth hormone in and of itself because that will lead your body to make less. I want to take a substance that will make my body make more growth hormone, and that would be a growth hormone secretagogue, which is a peptide. So I can give that to my body. You have to inject it, typically daily, and that will cause my body to do all kinds of great things efficiently, like build muscle, lose fat, have better mood, sleep better.
Now question, I mean, when I hear to be able to lose weight and gain more muscle by putting peptides in me, I mean,
you're sold?
Seriously. So just to understand this, can I put these in and just kind of sit around and I'm just going to get less fat? Or do I have to put some work into it as well? And what does that look like?
So both. So if you want to do nothing, I mean, this is actually how I got into it. I met a guy in a hot tub in Florida, and he was partying.
I mean, yeah, I can't do nothing but smile with a story to start like that. I started my career with, okay, sorry.
Oh, no, just the peptide part, not the career.
Okay,
just the peptide part. So this guy, he was obviously older, but he was very, very fit, and he's partying. I mean, we're at the same hotel. We see him partying all weekend, and we end up talking, and he's like, starts talking about peptides and how he likes to drink, he likes to party, but he works out a lot. And because he takes these peptides, he can do all this. And look, I mean, he was amazing. He had abs. I mean, he ended up being a really good mentor. I still speak with him to this day. So to answer your question, you can take peptides and not put in a ton of work, and you will get benefits. But understandably, the benefits will not be as great or as efficient, as fast in you're noticing or other people noticing, as if you did put in some work. Just a little bit of exercise, watch your diet, and take peptides. No ends to the goals that you can achieve.
Yeah, I mean, you're always doing better when there's a protocol or a program put together.
Correct.
Nothing is like
rehabilitation.
Yeah.
I mean,
this right into my 3 rules of peptides. You have to have the right peptide, you have to have the right peptide protocol, and you have to get it from the right peptide source. So you have to be taking the right thing, you have to know how to take it. There's a lot of nuances to taking these that can make them work better or less efficient, and then you want to make sure you get it from a good source. You don't want to get some garbage peptide from someone trying to make a quick buck, and you're injecting this, you have no clue what's in your body, and you're not getting results because you didn't get it from a good source. So those are the 3 rules of peptides.
So that's one of the biggest reasons we brought Dr. Abrahamson on, is because there's it's the same thing like with PRP and stem cell. Not all of it's created equal. There's a lot of people saying they're doing it, but you need to, don't look at price, look at the credentials, look at the training, look at what's going on. A lot of people are price shopping. This isn't a Groupon thing. I mean, if you're looking to invest,
I hope that you cannot go to Groupon and
was
get
an example, not
I mean,
you're so literal today.
Well,
must be this jacket.
You like this?
Yeah, it must be.
It's a little too big.
I've never seen a Groupon, but I'm sure you can Google
it will get to it.
So, Google the peptide and find it cheap. And you have no idea what you're putting in your body. You have no idea how much to put in. You have to reconstitute them. You don't know the concentration. You don't know the dosing. You don't know when you should be taking it. A lot of times you can stack these things. I mean, I don't even know how many I take in a day, and I rotate, so it's always different. But you can take certain ones, with other ones, and certain ones you shouldn't take with other ones. So there's a lot of knowledge that has to go into taking. If you're going to do this, if you're going to invest your time and your energy, you need to do it right.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's what that's why we're here. That's why All Access Sports is here, is to pretty much train you that don't just take the first person.
Do your due diligence.
Do your research. Google that. Google Dr. Abrahamson as the thought leader.
I don't think they have to Google it. She'll just tell them. So where do we go to understand a little more about peptides and how we can maybe potentially work with you?
So GreatLakesHealthandWellness.com is our website. And you can send an instant message from there, or you can find us on Facebook as well. It's Great Lakes Health and Wellness and Aesthetics. We do some beauty procedures as well, so you can send us an instant message, and one of my staff members will reach out to you.
Oh, perfect. And honestly, the other part of this too is listeners and also viewers out there, you can always come to us and ask, hey, I saw the segment with Dr. Abrahamson. Can you help me out? Give me a little bit of insight on that.
We'll have all that on all our sites.
Correct. All our sites,
Spine and All Access and all that.
I'm getting the look that I have to. I'm up against the time break. So
she's trying to get to the hockey game tonight.
Well, exactly. Yeah. To see the Red Wings demolish the Minnesota Wild, right?
Oh, we hope.
Whoa! No, don't roll the eyes.
You're talking about a very big Red Wing fan here.
All right. Well, we do appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on board today. We will see you again next time. You have to come in the studio. You got to see the studio that these guys at Woodward Sports have put it together for us. Can't believe it. Always got to give a special thank you to Joey and my man Spencer behind the glass. But thank you again. And that was our thought leader of the week, Dr. Abrahamson, sponsored by Michigan Sports and Spine Center. For over 25 years, Michigan Sports and Spine Centers have been providing complete care in the world of sports medicine, rehabilitation, and regenerative medicine, using proven cutting-edge treatments and dedicating themselves to overall health improvement. Their patients recover at rates well above the national average. to schedule an evaluation or to find out more, please contact them for 248-426-9944, or you can visit them online at michigansportsandspine.com.
At OMPT Specialists, we focus on you by providing one-on-one care. And that's when you see the real results.
When I consider the one-on-one approach to physical therapy, I was really happy with that idea. We had been to several other physical therapy clinics, and OMPT just really stood out.
From back pain to post-surgical recovery to chronic pain, when your doctor refers you to physical therapy, opt for OMPT Specialists.
It is time for the Injury Report, brought to you by OMPT Specialists.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
we're moving right through this.
We are just rocking and rolling. This train is cooking.
Maybe we get Steve to stand up or something.
You know what? I do have to just shine some light on Steve. Can we just shine some light on Steve Olson on the side? Because I feel bad. He's been sitting in the most uncomfortable chair in this place. I just got to shine some light on him.
There he is.
Yay! My man, Steve Olson.
They can't even fit all his titles on there.
Jeez. Acronyms. I'm telling you, acronyms. It's too many in this medical world. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. Injury report.
Okay.
We're talking about neck pain, neck injuries. I know a lot of times when you get in this conversation, concussions come up. So I decided to pull this video here, and this is a video of a rugby match.
Rugby.
We're
going to rugby. Football's over. We go to rugby.
This was a huge story in the UK. I'm serious. It went viral. So a gentleman named Tomas Francis playing this match ends up getting some sort of head injury and noticeably wobbled. So what I'd like you to do is
Rugby is about head injuries. They're smacking heads all day.
It's pretty wild what those guys do. But I want you to watch the video. Check out what this gentleman is. Or there's two gentlemen. It's number 3 and 13. We're gonna roll it twice. So here it is. The red team, number 13, is falling down, and just
there's two guys down.
Exactly, 3 and 13. So I just kind of want you to the viewers, Doc. I want you to look at this. The weirdest part about this whole concept is these two gentlemen are wobbly.
And the
one guy is still on the ground, and everyone else is still about to keep playing.
Well, that's why rugby is great. It's constantly moving, but usually they're pretty good.
Okay.
So we're showing again.
So number 13 and 3, right there,
I don't see
laying
where they
down.
hit. Okay. All right. So these guys are definitely wobbly. But it's funny. Like if you watch a rugby game, that's how they're always rolling up and they get back and get going. Because I think they've always had a little bit of an injury.
Are we saying that they're always injured, or
no?
are we
These guys are tough.
If you've ever spent any time around rugby players,
they do not.
They tend to wobble a lot, especially.
But is it the stature? I mean, sometimes those guys are so big.
On a serious
note,
sometimes
it's a post-game beverage.
Yeah.
or a pre-game beverage.
But these guys, I mean, rugby is a whole different sport. I mean, it is contact, it's hitting, it's
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but I know we always talk about NHL.
Yes.
Is it harder?
Oh yeah.
Are they tougher than NHL players?
They're right there together. I mean, we're in America. UK is more of a European thing.
Okay, you've heard it. You heard
Look, there's a lot of rugby going on here. Let's talk about the actual injury.
Go ahead,
so,
sorry.
I mean, what you're worried about is concussion. I mean, I think the viral thing you explained to me was more about safety of the game.
Correct.
It's kind of like great. So we got a video here showing the brain as it goes in that forward motion. You see how the brain's moving back and forth. So it's actually, the brain is in a lot of fluid. So we're going through where you're going to bounce off the sides. This is sideways also. But the brain isn't like in a set thing. You're not like locked in. It's mobile.
It's like an amoeba.
Yeah, so there's shearing forces. There's actual concussion. There's direct contact. That's what we say with whiplash. So these guys, I didn't actually see the actual hip. I'm saying it's rugby. I'm sure there was a hit.
Well, I'm going to show you another video, and this one is noticeably, gentleman, his name is Donald Parham. He is a receiver from the Chargers. I believe this was a game that happened in November.
So to finish with that, I mean, we're worried about concussion. You're worried about safety. On the field, like we talked about last time, we got to worry about airway. We got to make sure he's okay. The thing is, if he wobbles like that, if he goes back to the next play, gets hit again, he's at risk.
Yep.
So it's you have to be aware of it. There has to be somebody on the sidelines, a trainer watching all the time at that game. Trainers can kind of chill in football because there's little breaks. In rugby, they're constantly moving, right, Steve? I mean, your eyes.
You don't have the whistle.
Yeah, there's no
same
whistle.
way.
Yeah, so you got to watch him. You got to watch his legs. That guy looked like he got hit. Watch him for the next play. And these guys, like I said, they're trying to get back into the play because they know the speed. They're on the goal line, everything else. So safety's first. These guys are tough. They're not going to give up. That's the thing. Like with hockey and rugby, nobody's pulling me out. You got to pull me out when my legs fall off type of thing.
Okay.
Honestly, these guys they want to work through it. They ignore it. I'm going to be okay. They get their legs on. They're always a little bit wobbly. Not just because of the beverages after, but they're taking hits all day long. And when you start looking at post or post game, they always like I was trying to be funny at the beginning, but they're always having a little bit of
cloudiness.
I got clocked.
Yeah.
I'm a little foggy the next day.
Okay.
So that's not an uncommon thing. Now we're saying it's not safe.
So have a different take on a concussion here.
Okay.
Football player Donald Parham goes out for a pass, ends up hitting his head on the field, I believe, and completely gets knocked out. Bam, boom. To me, I feel like this is a worse injury or concussion due to the fact, he is completely locked up. The other guys are wobbly. They seem like they're still a little bit coherent with what's going on. He is out, boom, out cold right there.
Yeah, you're getting more like the other one. I think there was a contact. You're talking about a severe whipping. Like you see him actually hit the ground. His head hits hard, and he kind of bounces back.
Yeah.
So he's got that whiplash and the contact. So I don't like that posturing right there. That's a bad neurological posturing that concerns us right away. Like that's a red flag for us. He's out, but he's also posturing. So it's a neurological posturing.
Okay.
So that's even more concerning. If they're laying there, we worry about, are they moving extremities? But when you start posturing, that means the nervous system's really been shocked. And now you're throwing in a spasm like that position he was having. That's a concerning position that we really worry about from being on the field right away. Okay. So can I say one's worse than the other? No. But
and I think
it's the same thing though, like the same thing we're pushing about safety of the game. Safety of the game, you want to push airway, make sure he's breathing, make sure he's okay, make sure he's moving his extremities, and then we start working. Okay, it's a head injury, it's a neck injury. What's hurting? What do you feel? Those are the first. Steve, when you approach that patient or that player, what's the first thing you're doing?
Well, you're really focusing on making sure that you have them immobilized. And because you're concerned about a spinal cord injury at that point. And then, like you said earlier, you're focusing on airway, making sure they're breathing, making sure they have a pulse. And you're in an emergency situation at that point.
Right. You're starting from the worst. You're working it way down to like, I'm okay, or you're pulling the ambulance out and he's got a stretcher
getting the board out and, moving through it. So I think we need to have everyone understand that if you're seeing players, children, it happens. You're at a field and you notice a hit or something like that. Like you were saying, you have to be able to understand and recognize that happening.
Yeah, it's at all levels. Like one of my son's hockey players, he got knocked out. Jaw broke. Everything. You have to be cautious. It's a fun game. It's made for fun. It gets competitive. There's injuries. There's a reason why trainers are there. There's a reason why physicians are on the sideline. Because stuff happens, and it's scary stuff. And, hopefully we're educating you where at least you know where the emergency signs are, and we can do some education that helps you understand what's going on in the field and understands if your child is saying, I just feel a little cloudy, I'm not feeling right. Concussion, look, when I started practicing, it was no big deal, a little smelling salsa. Now it's like so much precaution,
more
so much
exposure
knowledge.
to the injuries.
Right. I've done more talks on concussion in the last 7 years than I did my first 10.
Hey, but I think that's what we're trying to say is we're moving in the right direction.
But the education is there. We're seeing late effects. We're seeing late effects of players. A lot of superstars are coming out that play the game that, they're just not right. And there's a lot of truth to it. And do we fully understand it? No, we don't fully understand it, but we're getting a better knowledge of it. And the other big thing is you never had a concussion unless there was contact.
Correct.
That's changed too. So to have a concussion or have a whiplash, there doesn't always have to be some type of contact to that person, including like auto accidents and sports injuries and stuff like that. So,
well, that's kind of the breakdown of the injury report. Again, we're talking about neck pain, neck injuries. I'm moving into the more of a lighter, happier feeling. But it's not going to make me happy because when I watch people work out like this and get, it's pretty.
What are you setting up?
It's pretty wild to me. So I've got 3 videos here. This is more of a viral videos are going out there. Everyone's trying to up each other and do more, lift more, be that power kind of lifter. Let's play this first one. It's called 6 Plates. My man is...
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, look at this. So we're going to... And...
That's not happening.
There's a lot of kinesio tape he's wearing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already injured going in.
Okay. The guy is riddled with KT tape.
Has he ever done this amount of weight?
I don't know, but seeing someone do this, and I get it, powerlifting is a thing.
But,
you have to be an athlete to do it. I can't do it. I am not like that.
But there's no form. That guy's lifting that kind of weight with that kind of form.
Correct.
That's scary.
Well, don't worry. I've got another one for you.
No, wait.
What's also interesting is you can hear all these guys encouraging him, but nobody comes to help him. He has no spot.
Dude, at the end of that video, he's laying on the ground screaming because I think he just blew his back out.
He could blow out his shoulders, back, his knees. Everything's vulnerable. His form is that. I mean, I'm not sure that's not a form we're looking at.
Well, you know what? Who was the power lifters that we had on 2 years ago?
Matt.
Yes. We need Matt to look at that and be like, all right, let's go.
Matt bench presses.
Well, he's still
he's lifting a lot of weight. It's all about form.
We're moving into it. This is called Back at It. Back at It. Same type of style here. Look at this. Check this out. He's got a little better form.
No, his back's a vulnerable position.
Oh, wow. Okay, for the listeners that cannot see what we're watching right now,
we actually accomplished it.
This gentleman is doing a deadlift with a hex, I believe a hex bar. And as he's pulling it up, I mean, his back is completely rounded. Steve, I'm pointing to Steve
John
on this
Madden Telestrator
right,
just to really
we need
show
to get that for the next show.
I mean, check that out.
Can we get that, Joey? All right.
Okay.
So at least a pointer. Get a laser pointer.
Yeah, a laser pointer. But again, we're watching these videos. We're watching individuals work out, trying to put...
Baseball is back.
Wow.
Who cares?
That's what we're talking about?
I'm sorry.
All right, moving on to my last one. Spotter encouraged. This one is very scary to me.
Right.
Man is alone, and I believe he is...
That's a big boy.
He's borderline, might be in trouble after this one.
Check him out. Lifting up. I've taken care of patients like this. These guys...
Oh my! Okay, boom. He is. Look at that. Ow!
Good night.
I don't even think.
Is that real?
That is scary.
Is this for the video he did it, or is that real?
What are you talking about? Yeah, it's real.
Well, whose video? Look, he knocked himself.
Okay, this is, and I kind of want to.
Right.
I'm 2 minutes. I have a minute.
No idea
I have a minute. Dave
left.
is running around the studio, telling me I got a minute left.
All right.
What I kind of want to set again with this one, these are neck pain, neck injuries. That's the topic of the day. This gentleman is trying to record himself lifting some weird object, pushing it over his head. He falls and hits his head behind.
Those are strongman. Those are for strongman competitions.
What is that?
The strongman?
No, I know what strongman. What is he lifting?
He's lifting some man-made barbell thing, and
I mean,
going from there.
So the question I'm having is, both. We just noticed, one, the injury report, we had the 2 players that are playing rugby noticeably wobbling. We have Donald Parham. He's ended up falling, hitting his head, completely locked up, out. This one, gentleman lifting something over his falls, hits his head in the back, no one is there. I think the one question I've asked, if this ever happens to someone and they do get knocked out, as a human and I'm alone, what should I do? I'm alone.
If you're the guy,
correct.
First of all, if you're looking to max out stuff, you're not alone. I mean, you got to have some common sense.
There we go.
I mean, you got to. I'm hoping whoever's videotaping.
No, that is a stagnant image that I guarantee that gentleman has a tripod and that's him videoing himself.
So you big boys out there, anybody else, you can't do things alone. Okay, if you're going to max out, you got to have you got to have common sense. If you're working out and you're not trying to max out, fine, you should be able to do it. You should always have someone with you. The buddy system definitely works here. to knock yourself out like that, I mean, that's major injuries. For all those things, it's all about form. I know guys are macho and they want to be type A and all that stuff. You have to use good form. You put the body at such risk. Your spine can only take so much.
Correct.
Right? You're built only in certain ways. There's people that push it. Your back is your weakest link. On all these things, you've put the spine at such a heavy load. We call it an axial load. You can pop a disc, blow a disc. You may not see it right there, but I'm not saying don't work out heavy and the big power lifters and things like that. Yeah. I'm telling you, learn what you're doing before you do it. Do it at a proper weight that you can control. Make sure you're doing it proficiently with good form. I get it. Guys are trying to max out. They're going to arch their back. They're going to do things to get it done. I get it once in a while. To do it on a routine basis, be honest with yourself. Is the maxing out worth hurting? I have a guy today who actually was yesterday. He's like, Doc, I lifted. It was 6 months ago. It's not going away. He told me to do A, B, and C. I didn't do A, B, and C. And now it's gotten worse. I can't sleep. I can't do anything. All from lifting incorrectly. I mean, he was just, mid-20s guy trying to get to the next level of lifting. Well, so I'm all about it, but we want to be able to look. All Access Sports Medicine, Michigan Sport. It's all about injury prevention, understanding. We're not telling you not to do what you love. Just be educated and make sure you have people you can trust if there is an injury. Don't just go to WebMD and figure it out.
Well, if you would like to learn a little more about rehabilitation and specialists, the injury report was sponsored by OMPT specialists, who are dedicated to providing you the best quality care by applying one-on-one customized treatments with the same highly skilled physical therapist for each visit. Each therapist is certified in orthopedic manual physical therapy, or OMPT, an advanced form of physical therapy that focuses on treating the cause of pain, not just its symptoms. To schedule an evaluation, call them at 248-353-1234 or visit them online at omptspecialist.com.
Think you're a big shot?
Oh, excuse me! It goes down!
Think you can make the big shot?
Washington fires and hits!
Woodward Sports wants to send you to the finals for college basketball April 2nd through the 4th in New Orleans. That's right, you and a friend in the Big Easy. We'll take care of the airfare, hotel, and tickets to see the finals for college basketball. Listen Monday through Friday to the Morning Woodward Show. Big D Energy. And the bottom line for your chance to qualify. If you can make the big shot, you and a friend are getting out of the cold and to New Orleans.
Got it!
Keep listening and watching for your next chance to win. Powered by Planet Fitness, Syntron, and the Sports Marketing Agency.
And it's over! Anything can happen in March!
When you need an MRI exam, come to the facility that makes your comfort and exam quality top priority. MRI of Southfield provides Metro Detroit's most advanced imaging while maximizing patient comfort. Our truly open Hitachi Oasis system features an unobstructed viewing angle and the most accommodating patient table that no other MRI system allows. Patients and their doctors enjoy fast results without compromising safety, performance, or efficiency. Contact MRI of Southfield today to schedule an appointment or to find out more about insurance and pricing.
Welcome back to All Access Sports Medicine on Woodward Sports. Here's your Medical Minute, powered by MRI of Southfield.
Hey, this is you, Doc. The Medical Minute, neck pain, neck injuries. Welcome back to All Access Sports Medicine. Go.
I feel like I've given all my information out already through the concussion reports and the ER. But I mean,
an MRI exam.
Go ahead.
We're new. Second show.
Number 2. This is episode 2. Give us a little second.
So we'll do a little funny at the end of this. But I mean, honestly, neck injuries. What is that? It's such a broad topic. I mean, the Michigan Sports and Spine, which I've had around for 25 years. We've seen a lot of things. I feel I've been very aggressive from the day I started to now, where you have to go. I always use the example. If you're having a neck injury, if it's neurologic, if it's vascular, if it's just mechanical, musculoskeletal, those are all the things you need to figure out, right? So when you come to our facility or any facility that's at that level, you're looking at someone spend a lot of time with you on that first visit, getting proper diagnosis, right? So we always talk about, if you hear me talking, this is our second show, I'm going to say it multiple times, you always want to figure out what that primary pain generator is. What is causing the problem?
Okay.
So when things like that, so we talked about injury reports, we're worried about airway. When someone's coming into my office with neck pain and arm pain, things like that, what gets me excited? What gets me to the next level? Like when I train my fellows and my residents, they're like, how do I know how serious to take it from examination and from what you're taking? It's all about the doctor listening, right? We want to listen. We want to take that history. We want to know what the injury was. The simple ones, oh, I was playing football. I fell, I got a stinger. It's down my arm.
I slept wrong the other night.
Yeah, I mean, that's easy. It's the other stuff that you got to tease out. What's going on? As far as like neck pain, okay, everybody's got a little stiffness. I woke up wrong the next day. So we worry about what we call the red flags. The red flags are if there's pain going down the arm. We always worry about that. Is your hand cold? Is there numbness? Is there tingling? Numbness and tingling are red flags. Pain down the arm is red flags. Having where I can't move my neck. Doc, I can't do this, but I can still see, but they're moving their whole body.
Yeah.
You got to be able to have what we call segmental motion. There's segmental motion within that spine, in that cervical region.
What is the radius of that?
What is the
radius
shoulder to shoulder?
Yeah, okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes...
No, I mean, some people as they age, you've met everybody. Uncle Joe's like, he can't look at me. He'll never see me if I stand on the left side of him.
Uncle Joe.
But that's what happens. It's like everybody has a story about some family member that, leg length describe. There's always some funny story, but there's something to learn there. You don't want to be the person. We talk a lot about text neck. We talk a lot about, home computers. You're always looking forward. You're always looking down. It's always about posture now.
Yep.
So with young kids, it's ridiculous how many young kids have terrible posture. Their shoulders are rounded. They're always in front. They're ready to go.
You're bringing in the P-chops again? Are we doing this again?
The P-chops. No, the P-chops, that's a whole other story.
We'll let Dana, that's her gig. That's her thing.
But, not to just continue to talk, but again, what's important? What's important for the listeners? What are the red flags? Numbness, tingling, anything that lasts. Like, I have a 2-day rule. If you're getting worse over 2 days, you probably should see somebody. If it's still lingering after 2 weeks, you better be seeing somebody.
So I hear what you're saying with the 2 days, all these other aspects of it. How many times, for instance, that someone starts with a stiff neck? Oh, I have a stiff neck for 2 days, and then from there, I feel a little better. But before I know it, my shoulder is feeling a little off, and it's kind of working my way down. Is that a symptom of neck injuries, neck pains, or is that just kind of the body moving through its pain receptors?
No, I mean, we're worried about that all the time. The thing is, we don't fix the injury right away. You start compensating. You still got to work. You still got to get through your day. You got to get through your job. Mom has to still carry her child. So now you're taking a weak link of your neck, and now you're irritating because there's millimeters between the bone and the nerve. Yeah. If you start getting pinched off, you get stiffness of the neck. Okay, it's a simple stiffness that you just let go. When you keep clenching down, you kind of get like this. Now you're compromising where the nerves are. Now you're starting to get referred pains. Some people, like I said, will start moving like this. Now you're going to get mid-back pain. You're going to get shoulder pain. You're compensating to get the job done. So, yes, those are concerning things. A simple neck strain can turn into big pinched nerves, radiculopathy, nerve irritation, vascular issues.
Okay.
We kind of look at numbness, tingling as neurologic, the nerve system, and we look at vascular, the coldness, and then we look at what we call, like when you sit there and we play with your little fingernails, right? Yeah. We'll play with your little finger. It's called capillary refill. Okay. So when you have a compromised blood flow, you're going to look at it should like if your nail bed is pink. If they're not polished like yours are. Oh,
hey, let's not go into that direction. But okay, if I'm outside for a longer period of time,
yes,
my index finger goes white.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Is that cardiovascular?
It's more vascular than neurologic.
Okay.
And it shouldn't be, but if it's just one finger, we don't worry about it. When it starts getting the whole hand,
it's always this one.
Well, pay it more love.
No, I don't believe so.
What is it?
It has to be a history of frostbite.
No. Yeah, I mean, usually that's what happens. You've had some compromise, maybe as a child.
Potentially.
You stuck your finger into the wrong
socket.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, that's neurologic.
Let's not. But you know what? We have listeners and viewers that are asking us questions out here. We're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube. And
yes.
I have Ashley from Waterford. She said, over the last week, I've been noticing a sharp pain in my neck when working out. It doesn't happen while I'm at work or sleeping. I mean, what do you think it could be from? And I mean,
what is she having?
A sharp pain in my neck.
Just in her neck.
When working out.
So it's just with activity.
But it doesn't happen while she's at work or sleeping.
Yeah. So she's probably, again, we look at form that kind of ties in the working out neck pain.
Mm-hmm.
If she's having it, she's doing something that's irritating. She may be pushing. But the thing is, that's a precursor, pre-injury waiting, possibly getting worse.
Okay.
Right? So that's a sign that we want to start seeing you before it goes down the arm. So I'm glad she's being proactive, because that's not normal. Okay? Any pain when you're doing any activity is not normal. Okay?
I like that.
When you overwork yourself, okay, maybe you get some muscle pain and things like that. But when you're working out, there shouldn't be any sharp pains in your neck, no irritations, things like that. You're stressing an area that's already weakened. You don't know if the ligaments got laxity in it. There's a lot of things we can do for that to be proactive. If anything, though, I mean, the biggest takeaway is come in. If you're getting things like that, you need to come in sooner. That's where we're proactive. We can prevent it. Actually, PRP, platelet-rich plasma, is great for that.
When's that show?
I think show 5.
Ooh, okay.
4 or 5.
All right.
But we can talk about it now. Steve wanted to say something. He's
Well,
jumping in here.
it would be helpful to have some more information, and that comes down to what you were saying, proper evaluation, asking questions like, well, what exactly are you doing as far as your workout? Is it a lat pull down? Are you pulling down behind the head?
Right.
Is it on the way down? Is it on the way back up? And just getting, that proper evaluation to determine, a little bit more information would be helpful.
See, that's what we do at Michigan Sports
Exactly.
and Spine. We want to know what that primary pain generator
That's right.
is.
Where did this originate? And then how long ago did this happen? And usually it's like, well, I think like a few years ago I started to have this pain.
I love that part.
Just teasing out, is it a simple form issue, or is it something more going on than that?
All right. Well, if you're in the business of teasing things out and understanding what's going on within your neck or your back, you can always go to the MRI of Southfield, who has been the forefront of providing advanced open MRI services for Metro Detroiters for over 20 years. Their state-of-the-art Hitachi Oasis open-sided MRI system provides patients with a spacious and comfortable experience while providing the highest quality imaging for you and your physicians. To schedule an appointment or to find out more about insurance and pricing, call them at 248-354-5511, or you can visit them online at mriofsouthfield.com.
Gain more confidence in your body with LightRx. We offer non-invasive treatment options like laser lipo, laser hair removal, and body contouring that deliver dramatic results with no surgery or downtime. Our expert staff will help you find the services that best fit your body goals. Save 70% on our favorite treatment plans and get ready to look and feel like your best self. Visit lightrx.com/Woodward Sports to learn more about this limited time offer.
Give it up for the hero of the month on All Access Sports Medicine, brought to you by LightRx.
You got it?
I had to put the head, but these are the weirdest headphones in the world. I blame Joey across the glass and Spencer. Always help for friends at Woodward Sports, but we're not here to talk about that.
Should you do a shout out to David?
Oh, of course. Well, David's our good friend David. I don't know if we can put the screen around him, but we're not here to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
We're here to talk about the hero of the month, which this month's charity is the Athletes Unlimited. And today we have two representatives from the Detroit Wheelchair Pistons. But of course, I do want to give a quick second to Athletes Unlimited. I want Doc to give me a little. Again, I like to say set the stage. Let's set the stage a little bit on Athletes Unlimited before we kind of bring on that hero of the month.
Yeah, I mean, Athletes Unlimited is an organization of charity that I started many years ago.
Okay.
And it's been exciting to evolve. I mean, in 1996, 97, we won a championship. What's exciting today is the Detroit Wheelchair Pistons are sitting in first place going into the tournament.
That's right.
So they are here. So we have helped sponsor them. They're doing a great job downtown. I mean, they have a team that's highly competitive. They're going in number one with the target on their back. I will tell you guys, when we went into the tournament back in 96, 97, when I coached, I think we were seeded 22 out of the tournament. So we didn't have a target on our back. We came out from nowhere. and won it. So you guys have a lot of pressure to perform. But Athletes Unlimited has basically been an organization for disabled athletes that we started. Being a rehab physician, working in Chicago, I saw how great sports was for people with disabilities. And coming to Detroit, there was none at that time. I was approached by some guys out of Ann Arbor with the Thunderbirds that we ended up winning the championship with. And so we started with basketball. Basketball is a huge part of disabled sports. You know, it's fun. The Paralympics have been going on. There's just a lot of awareness now. Imagine in '96 we were an uphill battle. I mean, you guys are like mainstream players now. I mean,
so honestly, Jacob, Mario, so happy to have you guys on. Representatives of Wheelchair Pistons basketball, you are number one ranked going into the tournament, like Doc said. You know, give me a little insight of kind of how that feels. How is that whole experience had been? Because, I mean, Doc's talking about 96. Yeah. I mean, what is that, 20 years?
Shush, just move on.
Yeah, go.
You can't do math like that.
I'm not the fly there.
Oh, no, I'll go first, but it's great.
Were you even
honestly,
born in 96? How old are you?
I was, 97. So
Mario, help me. Help me.
He might be able to help.
I wasn't playing then. But
you were at least around then.
I was. Yes.
All right, we'll pull up some old clips from those games, but go ahead.
But yeah, so honestly, it's been great. You know, going in beginning of the season, you know, we thought we had a chance. You know, finally putting it together, winning some games. You know, to get that recognition to say we're number one going in. You know, we felt like we've earned it. So, you know, happy to go in, but you know, like someone's always said, job's not finished. You know, we're ready to go in. Still got more games to play, more practices. You know, finish out strong.
Understandable, Mario.
Well, Jacob's being nice. We've been working really hard. Jacob is a captain after only 3 years of playing basketball, so he's been working really hard. Proud of Jacob. A couple of other guys on the team. Our whole team, we've been working really hard. So as Jeff stated, we worked hard when we were the Detroit Diehards.
That's
you
right.
Remember when you sponsored us when we won the championship in 2013?
I don't want to
we
bring
didn't
that
come
up
in
just
number
yet.
one. We were like 14 or 15, and we just came and just tore stuff up. So, but we're ready.
Jacob, how many teams are in this? I guess this tournament.
And this tournament, we have 14 going in this year, right?
Okay.
Yep, 14.
So it's all across the country?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I guess,
guys come from all across the country, but they're all playing in Wichita.
We'll be in Wichita. Yep.
Wichita,
so all the teams across the country meet into Wichita and have a tournament. And how long is this? How long is it?
5 days, I think. We'll be down there 5-6 days.
Yep.
Tournament's
So
4
the
days,
games are from Friday until Sunday.
Okay. And I think the other question I'm having is there a way for everyone to watch this? How can we be involved? How can I become a fan and kind of watch you potentially win this championship?
Well, on nwba.org, they play it live, and also on our Facebook page, Detroit Wheelchair Pistons Facebook page.
Okay.
And
Let's switch gears a little bit. I mean, you're realizing for those that are watching, Mario's in a wheelchair. I mean, these guys are performing at the highest level at a disabled sport. I mean, I've mentioned it last time. I was a friend with the Red Wings to the Stanley Cup days. They were coming out to our golf outing. They took their hats off to these guys who are playing because, there's no sympathy. There's no nothing here. These guys aren't asking for anything. They're like, Jacob, what's your disability?
A spina bifida.
Okay, so he's born with spinal bifida. So he's an incomplete spinal cord. Just to explain to the viewers, like what deficits are you?
Yeah. So I was born without any, sensation in my legs, no feeling in my knees down.
So can I just explain spinal bifida for a second? So spinal bifida is an incomplete closure of the spinal cord to the tailbone. So that means there's an incomplete finishing when you're in birth of the spinal cord and the nervous system. So it's hit or miss, and there's all different levels of spinal bifida. So, and you don't know any different. You just screw it. I'm going forward.
No, yeah. It was always growing up. It was, getting into trouble. Always trying to be out there playing with all the other guys. Having the leg braces and stuff like that, breaking them. Getting in all kinds of trouble. So the doctors always had a hard time.
Those braces.
Knocking me down. Keep me in track. So it was always definitely a struggle going around there, but.
Mario, real quick, your injury to understand.
So I'm spinal cord injury due to gun violence. I was shot at 18 years old. So I have no feeling from I'm complete. Asia A from T10.
T10?
So T10. So from basically the belly button down, no feeling of movement.
Okay.
Right. So, I mean, so you're talking about people that are playing at a high level. To describe the game, people think you guys are shooting. I mean, you guys are in wheelchairs. You're moving at unbelievable speeds. There's certain rules to it people don't understand. You can carry. You have to dribble so many times before you touch the chair.
Okay.
There's boxing. There's a whole different strategy to the game.
Is the height of the rim same?
10 feet, 5-on-5, full court.
That's what we want here.
We know we go by NCAA rules in our division. So basically, it's 3 points in the paint, 30-second clock. Same, hoop is still the same, 3-pointer.
All the same rules.
We're just not dunking.
Well,
yeah.
But
I think Tree used to dunk.
Well, come on, you can't
Tree,
just name a guy named Tree that can dunk. Come on, you don't say that. But and I think for us, this is what All Access Sports Medicine Hero of the Month is to bring gentlemen or individuals like yourself, bring exposure to not only a cause but also to the community.
No, and we appreciate you guys having us here and putting it out there and for the people to see, because it's all about disability awareness. That's why I appreciate Athletes Unlimited. They've always had our back, for years. So, and also I am a beneficiary of Michigan Sports and Spine when I had a pinched nerve. I think 2014 or 15. So, we play hard, we work hard just like everyone else, man. And, just proud to have Jacob, the young guys come, because I'm the older guy on the team now. So these young guys are like young bulls, man. They're strong, they work hard, and I appreciate it. So we're really looking forward to winning this championship.
And it's paying off. It's paying off.
No,
you guys are in the championship.
It's most definitely paying
off.
off.
I'm sorry, you're in the tournament to win the championship. Now,
you're giving them the trophy already?
Hey.
That's a lot of pressure. We're claiming it, man.
Exactly. You know what?
You
our Detroit team is in number one
I have
ranked.
to say it here on All Access Sports Medicine.
You heard it here.
They are the best Detroit team in the city currently. Okay, so these other guys getting all this hoopla, we got the best team right here on All Access.
All right.
You're talking Red Wings. Where are they?
I don't
look,
know.
I'm buddies with all the guys. I can't really say anything. The Pistons, the Detroit Wheelchair Pistons are number one going into the tournament. Our Michigan State team can't say that. Our U of M,
I don't even know. Did they win? Did they even play today?
They lost.
All right, so you viewers out there, you want to watch the best team in the city, you got to tune in for this.
There you go. And Jacob, come on, give us a sign off. Let the listeners and viewers know where they can go, what they can do, and then why they want to do it.
Yeah, like Mike Mario said, you can go to our Detroit Wheelchair Pistons Facebook page. We live stream all our games there. You can go ahead and watch all of our games there. We'll be posting, the schedule, what's going on there.
You got TikTok?
No. We got too many old guys on the team. I don't think they know what's going on.
It's actually more only two old guys.
I've done a TikTok.
TikTok's for everybody. You don't just pigeonhole them into the age thing. But go ahead.
But yeah, so
you got to do a locker room TikTok.
But we're ready to compete, ready to go out there. Play hard. My real first chance. Really competing for a championship. I think we have a great chance to win it. So ready to go out there and all the stuff he's been telling me the last couple of years. Finally put it into motion and bring some hardware home this year.
That's right.
Is Jesus any good?
I'm just kidding. Wow. No, he's fantastic. He's fantastic. I love playing with him.
Don't throw shade like that.
He was on last week.
No, he's awesome.
No, he's an amazing player.
Yeah, so good.
Definitely.
I think for those viewers that don't understand the game, to watch the speed of the game, how fast it's going, it's a fun game to watch. Hopefully you got a little bit of the Paralympics. A lot of sponsors, a lot of awareness. If you see somebody in a chair, don't be afraid to talk to them. Go up to them. My kids have grown up with this. They always do a shout out for that kind of stuff. Wow. But understand, what your day's like and what their day's like, and nobody's looking for sympathy, but put life, you got to put stuff in perspective.
For sure.
That's a lot what Athletes Unlimited is about. It's like, a lot of people are worried about social media stuff, but these are the guys that are out there
living. On this stuff.
It's all about inspiration. Like
there it is. Give me something.
There it is. There. Well, you know what? Thank you again for being here, showcasing not only the Hero of the Month but also the wheelchair Pistons. And for this was sponsored by LightRx. Gain confidence in your body with LightRx Face and Body. LightRx offers non-invasive treatment options like laser lipo, laser hair removal, and body contouring that deliver dramatic results with no surgery or downtime. Right now, get 70% off on any treatment plan to get ready to look and feel your best. Visit LightRx. Visit them at lightrx.com/Woodward Sports to learn more about this limited time offer. Again, truly appreciate you guys coming on board. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Doc, episode 2. What'd you think?
I don't know. We got 5 more minutes. What do you want to do?
So we had neck injury, neck pain.
Let's summarize.
You see, neck injury, neck pain. Joey immediately shook the head. I mean, if we could get kicked under the table, we would. But neck pain, neck injury. We have to tell individuals that have watched the show, that are listening to the show on our podcast in all of our different areas of Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can always follow us at AA_sports_medicine at Instagram, MichiganSportsAndSpineCenter.com. And of course, don't ever forget to like, subscribe, or leave us a review at that. And Doc, this is your sign off. This is it for you. Go.
So I always say we're always about prevention. All Access Sports Medicine, Michigan Sports and Spine. It's about what you're going on. It was great. We had a few questions we can get to, but we will get to your questions. We want to interact with you. Let us go. Let us know how we're doing. If this is the stuff you want to hear, if we're saying too many times, we don't mind the criticisms. I know we're going to start doing live chats in here. I know a few of my friends are probably going to blow it up. That's why we'll block a few of these people. But it's about having fun, but actually we want to make sure the message gets across. The biggest reason why we've done this is to answer your questions. I just met someone very well off with an elbow injury that just went to the wrong doctor. Finally pulls me aside 2 months later. I'm like, you didn't want to call 2 months ago when we could have easily took care of this? No, I mean, you have to, I always say, you can't go to a plumber for an electrician's problem. You got to go to the right doctor. You met Dr. Abrahamson. She's amazing. She is the king of Downriver. She is accessible to everybody. She's available. Michigan Sports and Spine's available. Your questions are welcome.
Correct.
We're looking for you to share. Let your friends know. All those sports moms out there, all those for every travel team, they follow us. Share it with the team. We would love to hear from you, and that's exactly why we're sitting here today.
Correct. Well, thank you so much for joining us for episode 2 of All Access Sports Medicine. I am Adam.
One more thing. One more thing.
Oh, go ahead.
So my son's lacrosse team has started.
Oh gosh.
We have another minute. He has started. So we're sitting here at Woodward Sports, which we got to do a shout out to Woodward Sports.
Sure do.
And we're sitting at the headquarters of Lady Jane's off of Woodward. So the lacrosse team, what did they do on Saturday?
Jeez.
They all pulled into Lady Jane's to get mullet haircuts for the season.
Hey, it's the new thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the mullet, this is the place to come to.
Well, we're going to have to take a picture of the team. We'll put it up on the next episode, and we'll have everyone notice how well the Lady Jane's mullet looks.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today at All Access Sports Medicine. We'll see you next week, Thursday, 5 to 6. Peace.